Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another game for you. This will be a 3 versus 3 on Ulaan Deeps, and it's going to be between Faith, the red Terran player, and Viz, the teal Zerg player, and AdmiralHoth, the blue Protoss. Their opponents will be Protoss, the purple Terran, and SCFlavor, the yellow Zerg, and Molar, the orange Zerg. So quite a few familiar faces in this game. It should be pretty exciting. I briefly wanted to say that I really enjoyed casting the Zeke.com tournaments recently. I've done 3 of them so far, and it's really been a lot of fun. I love the tournaments because I have no idea what's going to happen. Not that I pre-watch these replays, which I don't. Otherwise, these casts would probably be quite boring. But it's cool, like really having no clue who's going to win the game and seeing the action live. And the really cool part is getting to interact with all you guys while I'm casting it via tells and whatnot. So you guys should definitely check out justin.tv/IrieStarcraft. I'll probably be doing some more of those tournaments because it was quite exciting. The other thing I wanted to very quickly say was that my headaches have come back to plague me, so I am getting back used to my medication. So I apologize ahead of time if I stumble just a little bit here and there, because I'm still getting used to these, to getting back on my meds, which slows me down just a little bit. But hopefully I'll be all good. And I know I've got a ton of replays that I haven't been able to get to. And the truth is that I will probably not be able to get to a good chunk of them, as in probably most of them. So if there's certain games that you thought were especially awesome, then you need to tell me. You should remind me. Definitely remind me that you sent me a particular game that you thought was super awesome. So just shoot me an email or whatever, and I'll try my best to get to that one. If you send me too many games, I don't know where to start, and that's all I can really say about that. So I'm going to start talking about this game here, and the team on the left here, Faith's team, is currently just outside the top 100 in the North American 3v3 server or Masters League, but they are they haven't played a ton of games, so you know how it is with these 3v3s and 4v4s and stuff. They don't really get the same team going too many times, and this should be a pretty high level of play. So we have 2 groups of Zerglings here from the right team. Really are going to be scouting out what is the happening, and looks like we are going to have Hellions following that up from Protoss, and a nice job here by AdmiralHoth. But going against 2 Zerg players, the left team playing it very defensively. He's going to leave his probe on the outside. Interesting there. I kind of like that. And just hiding him up against the cannon so that if they want to try and kill it, it will cost a couple of Zerglings to do so. Perhaps he will use that probe to try and expand later, or do something sneaky. It's kind of too late for sneaky, even though he does have that forge. He did go Gateway Forge. AdmiralHoth did, I should say. And so far in this game, not a lot of action. We have the Zerglings pretty much just trying to box in Faith, and this is Viz right here. So Viz, though, is getting a second Spinecrawler, which is going to be much needed, because if these Zerglings wanted to get into his mineral line right now, it would be interesting, but the roaches are on the way for Viz, so those will prove pretty powerful here in the early game. Also a Baneling's Nest on the way for Molar. So keep that in mind, and I'm not sure how effective that Baneling Nest will be, though, because it looks like roaches for Viz. And is there going to be an attack here? It looks like 2 Hellions have arrived, and there is going to be an attack on Viz's base. He does have 4 roaches here and 2 Spinecrawlers plus his queen, so it looks like the right team going to think a little bit better of that and chill out back here for a bit. Reinforce this with some more Hellions, and it looks like now they are going to try and make the push with 4 Hellions. Oh, we're going to bust up some Banelings first. I'm not sure exactly what these Banelings are going to be blowing up, and uh-oh, could these Hellions getting a little caught out of position, but trying to almost bait the roaches out here, and the Zerglings want to get behind these roaches. And the roaches are going to be able to snipe down a couple of Hellions. Nice play right there from Viz, and he will be able to block off this ramp with his roaches. At the same time, though, the Baneling Bust is going to commence on Faith's space. He still has a bunker in the back full of Marines, though, and throwing down the factory and another barracks in the nick of time to recomplete this wall, and nicely done right there by Faith. And now the roaches trapping all of the Zerglings and Hellions. Beautifully done right there. That was pretty intense, man. I sort of missed the Baneling Bust right there because I kept watching these roaches over here. But it looks like they broke down the supply depot, and right when everything was going to stream around, Faith just threw down a couple of buildings in the last possible second to get that wall in back up. And oh, we have Void Rays. Are there any already across the map? No, they are just starting now, it looks like, and more gateways for AdmiralHoth. So he is going for Walden and Void Rays. So that could be all she wrote in a little bit. If these Void Rays can get over here, because Protoss does not have an engineering bay, does not have any Marines on the field. And SCFlavor looks like he is transitioning to roaches and going for lair tech, so possibly one of these Zergs will definitely be going for Mulus, I expect, if they can even get them out in time. Because this Void Ray is going to prove extremely, extremely annoying. And what is Faith doing with this factory? There are siege tanks on the way. Here comes the Void Ray into Protoss's base, and he is trying to take out this missile turret, but the SCVs will be able to repair and complete that. He is going to charge up this Void Ray on the refinery, uncontested here. It looks like SCVs are actually going to keep repairing this refinery, excuse me, as another Void Ray is coming across the map, actually splitting up the Void Rays. He's going to start working on this factory down here that is completely exposed. Oh, there are a couple of Marines coming out, but it looks like there will not be enough. There's one missile turret down here at the front. He needs to be very careful about where this Void Ray is sitting. And it looks like he's got some pretty perfect placement on them at this point. They are out of range of the missile turrets. And so Protoss is really got to be pretty frustrated right now. Let's just say that. What he's trying to do is rally his Marines back away from these Void Rays so he can get enough of them to actually kill something. Now it looks like he's going to try and take out this Void Ray, but he will not be able to. And now a third Void Ray is out there. And now the Roach March has commenced, and a ball of Marines and siege tanks, and two siege tanks are on the way across the map. Meanwhile, SCFlavor and Molar are trying to expand, and this may not be the best time. You think you've got to be expanding by now, especially with Protoss's base under siege. However, the attack is about to commence, and so that expansion is not going to be looking as good. When this giant ball of roaches, that is a lot of roaches, 20 roaches inside Molar's base. The spore crawler being taken out, interesting there. I wonder, there is no burrow. So, anyway, this looks like it's pretty much GG here. Because there goes Molar's base. And at the same time, the Void Rays are pretty much, from AdmiralHoth, have single-handedly ruined Protoss's base. He is running across now with his SCVs and Marauders, I think, to try and trap this army. Where'd the roaches go? There they are. Go, roaches, go! Ooh, stimmed up Marauders, going to do quite a bit of damage to these roaches. There are just so many of them. Oh my god, don't you love that when you accidentally lift off your Marines? That's the best. And there goes Protoss's army. The expansion is going to fall. And it would appear that the left team is going to take this game. Very, very well played, I must say. A great defense, really, in the early game, and after that it was just all downhill for the right team. And Protoss has left the game, Molar has left the game, and SCFlavor has left the game. And thank you, by the way, Ash, for pointing out on my channel that they have reinstated the player has left the game message, which I'm super happy about, because that was really confusing before when they took that out. So that's super awesome, and that's going to do it for me. I apologize for my scatterbrainedness of late. I just made that word up. But anyway, this is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.